Okay, when caulking our door trim and our window trim, we want to use a similar technique. We're going to hold the gun at a 45-degree angle between the wall and the trim, and also a 45-degree angle from the ceiling to floor. I'll go about halfway down the door. When we start up here at the top, we want to actually wipe up and over first so we don't get a little heavy edge there. And again, pressure on both sides of the finger, very little in the center. We wet our finger and simply, consistently and smoothly, pull our finger through the caulk. We want to leave that rounded corner there because this caulk will tighten down and square out. A lot of times we have an inadequate amount of caulk leads to early failure. So put a good generous bead there. Again, we've gotten halfway. We can start our application again where we've let off. Holding the gun at the 45 degree. Control your amount of caulk with your speed and pressure on the trigger. And I'm going to stop a couple inches from the bottom and we'll go ahead and smooth. Again, remember we can start back in our last area tooled and come toward the newly applied caulk. A real important point here, if we do have too much caulk applied and it starts squeezing out around the edge of your finger, you're going to end up with a heavy spot on the wall. And this is something very important to avoid. So we'll make sure we've laid down both the edge on the wood and on the wall. We'll go ahead and caulk our vertical joint here. And again, remember on our corners, we want to come completely through the corner. We'll squeeze out a little caulk out this way. We don't want to go back into that corner because we'll pull the caulk out. We want to start slightly out of the corner on this heavy caulk and just smooth that out into our baseboard. We'll smooth this one more time. Again, smoothing away from the previously applied caulk, and we'll just run a continuous motion here. Pick this caulk up here in the corner, not all the way into the corner, and pull that out. And again, down here at the bottom, we did not go all the way to the floor, but when we apply pressure, it'll squeeze it down there to the bottom. Again, take our rag and make sure we don't have any in this groove of the trim here. And remember, we've got a very well lit area here. It's very important to have this lit up because if we make a mistake with our caulk, we really can't sand it, we can't correct that. We'll just have to come back and cut it out and reapply if we get a bad joint. But this will give you a nice smooth finish, and this will really influence the finished result of your job. Give you a nice looking result every time.